How's it going, everybody? Mike here with February 2021 Merch by Amazon sales update. All right, let's talk about this. I haven't made a video since I got tiered up to 20,000, tier 20,000, and the reason I haven't made a video is hopefully a good one for me, and it's because I have stayed busy, super busy. I'm gonna do a separate video about my plans with tier 20,000 and kind of what my approach has been so far and what it's going to be over the next couple of months. My process to get through basically my whole plan and to actually have 20,000 items up for sale will take a few months. But I'll just kind of give you the overview right now before I actually get into the sales review. I am at about 17,000 products live, and with those I have about 2,000 that are products that I will be taking down. But the reason I have been listing them is because I simply now have room to do so. Meaning, like, for example, if I wanted certain designs on standard and premium t-shirts, now I have actually been listing them to maybe 5 other products, again with intention to leave it up for about a month or two once I actually get through the whole listing process and then start deleting, because it's very easy to get rid of those products using Pretty Merch, where I can delete up to 100 products within a few minutes. So anyways, that's my plan. I'm going to get into those details, but let's actually look at these numbers, because this is probably going to be the last sales review being at a tier 8,000, and I honestly have no idea what tier 20,000 will bring. I have no idea if there's going to be a spike in sales. I don't know if it's going to take maybe 3 to 4 months for the sales to increase, or maybe there won't be an increase in sales. We'll see. There are a lot of possibilities, but let's look at this. February 2021 is up on the screen. We're looking at 185 total sales. As you can see here, US 165 for the total sales revenue of $3,008, which equals to $575.63 in royalties, for about $3.50 royalty per sale. That's about the total. And then the other thing that I wanted to point out is, as you can see here, I've pretty much received or made a sale in every market except Japan so far. So now this has become a regular thing where I am making at least a few sales. And I know somebody will be like, oh, 3 sales, 2 sales, who cares? Well, Spain, for example, I don't know anything about the market itself. So what I'm doing is actually using Merch Titan's automation tool to do my translations for me. And then I'm kind of being selective. Again, at this point, I'm being a little more flexible than I will be in a couple of months with the designs that I'm listing. But basically, with these marketplaces, there's no real plan at this time, because I'm just kind of winging it. I'm saying, hey, I think this would be fine. It's a pretty generic design, so why wouldn't it sell in Germany or Spain, right? I really don't know what the trends are. I don't know, for example, all of my I guess text-based designs are not gonna sell. Maybe a few simple words, because they are all in English, right? So maybe those I have a number of designs that are all text, and it's, for example, funny things or I don't even know, certain get well soon items that I have, for example, and it's the total is like 10 words on a design, and it's all English, and it works for the US market and even the UK market. But again, that's not going to translate well, and I'm sure that somebody in Italy is not going to get somebody a gift that's in English. They might, like I said, for simple designs, single words, but not for these elaborate jokes. So like I said, 185 total sales. Now there's a couple of other screens that I've prepared that I want to show you guys because I actually found this interesting. So keep in mind, we're still, like, I'm talking as if I'm at a tier 8,000, because since I got tiered up to 20,000, the first couple of weeks I basically spent just cleaning up my spreadsheets, and spreadsheets are necessary for the Merch Titans automation tool to upload your designs, because that's how you do it. I was getting a couple of questions from people about the tool, so I might actually take some time and just show you guys the tool in general. I'm sure there are other videos on YouTube, but I'll show you, for example, even the spreadsheets and how they work, because even though those videos are available to through the training, I guess, tab in Merch Titans account once you actually register and start paying. But I can show you guys, just to show you, for example, what it takes to start listing and how it all works. But here's the interesting part that I was talking about. Since November, which is, and again, I don't know exactly what happened in November. I remember there were a few products that took off, so these are abnormal sales, but I would say things normalized in January and February. And right now, as you can see, November, December, January, over 200 sales. And February, usually sales drop. But here's the thing. For me, the sales have dropped to 165. Again, this is the US market. And 165 is more than any month in 2020. So my February, which is so far, I guess, the lowest month of the last four, if I'm going to talk about 2021, I mean, we only have these 2 months for reference. But since November, February is the lowest with 165 US. Keep in mind, it's 185 total. And I would have to go back to, let's see, August of 2019, as you can see here, to beat that month. Even December of 2019 is lower with 163. So I guess overall, what I'm trying to say is, if I'm going back to 2019, this is looking really good. And then the thing that is exciting to me, and I would be, lying if I didn't say it's super exciting, is that now March is the first month where I have more than 8,000 products listed for sale. Now again, I do have to admit, and I'm going to talk about this later in that other video that I mentioned, the uploading now, there is a strategy, there's a system that I'm following, and I know exactly what I am doing and what my plan is. But on purpose, it is just a little excessive with the products that I'm listing, because like I said, I would rather have certain products up for sale for, let's say, a month or two and experiment just to see if anything actually sells. And if nothing does, I'm happy to delete them and then to upload more designs, other ones. So anyways, that's kind of the plan. So that's this screen. The other thing that I quickly discovered, and I'm going to show you this. There's another cell. Is the perk of being at a tier 20,000. So tier 8,000 and lower, anytime Amazon introduced a new product policy, for example, and as you know, yesterday they said that they're starting to sell zip hoodies in Japan. I would wait probably 2 to 3 to 4 weeks for that option to be enabled in my account. Now, I don't know if people, for example, who are still in tier 8,000 or lower have this enabled right away, but that's what happened to me. So tier 20,000, there's no more waiting period for certain things as they're changing policies or introducing products, which is, a small little thing, but I actually did notice it and that's directly related to tier 20,000. And the other thing that I wanted to mention, here's the screen from January. So if I was to, let's actually, let me do that for you guys. Previous month, let's do custom. If we were to look at January sales, the total was, my total royalties were about 900 and something bucks, as you can see here. So 897 is the big one, which is the US, and then this adds up to what, 30, 40, 50, let's say 55 bucks. So we're looking at $950 were supposed to be my total royalties. With adjustments, this is my new estimated earnings, and it's not estimated because this money was already deposited in my account. So it was about $100 more. And then these are the adjustments. For example, when you sell something in December and it, for example, gets shipped, I think after December, or I can't remember exactly when the cutoff time is, it falls under the January sales. So every year, actually, I would get an email, or for example, my total sales would indicate one number, but then it would be a couple $100 more in reality. I remember actually a couple years ago, the difference was about $300. So which is always a nice surprise. So that was the last thing I wanted to mention for you guys. As you can see here, I would say check your numbers. The chances are that your actual January earnings and the money that was actually deposited, royalties in your bank account, are different than what was in the report at the end of the month. So it is a difference, and it's usually, I would say, a bigger deposit, which is nice. So just a quick review, and like I said, I know this video is a little longer, but there's a lot of information to go over. US 165 sales, total royalties of 575, as you can see here, and then the actual total sales for the month for February are, let's go. Anyways, it was, I believe, 185, and the difference in royalties, I think it was about $100 difference. My internet's a little slower. So anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Things are exciting. I've never spent so much time working on spreadsheets. It's honestly mind blowing. I do have a full-time job. Personal life and all that kind of stuff. And then I would say every free minute, and I literally mean every minute, and that's why I haven't been recording these videos or doing anything kind of like extra, was spent on cleaning up spreadsheets, renaming file names, because I want my file names to actually reflect what's on the design, because that's the information that I use for my titles, and I'll go over that. So there's been a lot of work. And then the other thing that I'll mention quickly is, because of Merch Titan's automation tool that I'm using, I am actually maxing out my allowed uploads, for example, to Redbubble. There's been a couple other, so I actually wanted to take screenshots and show you guys. It's a good feeling when they actually say, oops, you can't upload anymore, you've maxed out your limit for the day, because that means that there's so much. So once I'm done, for example, running the program for Merch by Amazon, I'll quickly switch to Redbubble, and then I'll go down the list, and most of the time, depending how much time I actually spend on my computer that day, I pretty much max out all the marketplaces, which is a great feeling, which kind of gives me a lot of excitement and things to look forward to for this year. Again, I'm not going to be extremely optimistic and say March is just simply because I have a lot more products live right now, so the sales must be bigger. I'm not going to do that. I saw a video yesterday, some guy was at a tier 200,000, and he was his profits were something like 2800 bucks. So if I'm looking at just like the percentage of products that I have up for sale, and then somebody at a tier 100,000, 200,000, I would say this is average, maybe slightly above average, especially like if I'm looking at the live number of products. So I really have to be real and not have any crazy expectations. But again, I'm super happy with my new designs. I'm super happy with the speed that I can actually upload those designs. I'm happy with the keywords. I'm happy with the number of sales that I'm getting for the designs that I've actually uploaded, since I got tiered up. So there are a lot of things, and I'll go talk about that later on. This video is 16 minutes, so I'm going to wrap it up. As always, thank you guys for watching. Leave me comments and suggestions down below, because I really want to hear what you guys have to say. I'm curious how you would what approach you would take if you were in my situation, or if you already have been. What did you do? I'm always learning. I definitely won't take anything as an offense, because I really want to take advantage of this and do it right. Anyways, like I said, thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you soon.